of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, God.
It's also good advice.
Can we tell that on the air?
I would.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's an alleged story.
No, you didn't come in the middle of the program.
We do start the festivities a bit early.
Yeah, and the mics go on, and we're right in the middle of yapping to each other. And Sam had a humorous anecdote about his father and Colonel Sanders. I didn't know your dad was in Australia at the time?
Yeah, he lived there for a while with my mom.
Oh, good eye.
Yes.
And he met Colonel Sanders down there, down under.
Yeah, in Adelaide, I think.
And what happened? They were opening a new Kentucky Fried Chicken or something?
It must have been an advertising thing. I'm sure my dad was maybe heading up some kind of
Was your
campaign.
dad one of the madmen?
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was a madman?
He was a big-time madman. Was it the original Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, it was the guy.
The real guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because I don't think they replaced Colonel Sanders after that. They didn't have a franchise like Ronald McDonald or anything.
They had another guy that kind of walked around, though. I don't think they put him in commercials,
Not
though.
in commercials or anything. I'm not even sure. I think Colonel Sanders was pretty adamant about, hey, I'm the one guy. Fuck that. I'm not putting this suit around.
I think they found another guy.
The old plantation owner? Really?
But I don't think they had him front and center like in commercials and stuff.
I don't know.
I'm going to challenge you on that, sir.
I am going to stick to my guns and say no one else donned the old plantation owner fucking look and took the reins of representing Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken proves that, oh, God. You get scared. That blacks love fried chicken, because why would you deal with this?
It's true. It's like, wow, why would you deal with the old southern plantation owner guy, the Colonel?
Yes. The symbol of Kentucky Fried Chicken is a plantation owner.
That's everything.
Is that why the other fried chicken places popped up, you think? They finally had it?
Yeah.
As a society and said, look, we can't give our money to the old plantation owner.
Like Popeyes, you mean? All this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe
they finally were like, no, we can't do this anymore.
It really is like the Jews going to Hitler's fried chicken. You know, it just seems like it's. Why would you do that?
I think the blacks do get a bad rap about fried chicken because the fact is we all love fried chicken. So why is it that we focus on black people liking fried chicken?
Yeah.
I can't think of one person in my life, the people I hang with, that don't like fried chicken. Everyone likes fried chicken.
It's fucking great.
Every single person likes it. So why do they get the bad rap with that?
Yeah.
Why? Anyone know?
I don't know. I guess from the old days.
The old days, that used to be what?
Yeah.
A cheap meal or something?
Yeah.
I think in the old days,
cheap.
you just didn't eat chicken?
Yeah.
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 I don't eat fried chicken ever, but it's fucking.
I don't either.
God, I eat it every once in a while.
I would love a piece.
I would love fried
Here we
chicken.
go.
We do this every time. Boy, do we do this all the time.
I don't get to eat it though. Like I might eat one piece every 6 months.
Let's get a bucket.
We should get a bucket.
We should get a bucket.
It has to be
Get your bucket on?
Let's get a bucket
but
on, yo.
It has to be white meat.
Regular
Has to be white meat.
Yeah.
Original recipe?
Oh yeah, it has.
I don't mind a little leg every so often.
Oh, I love a leg.
Why eat a leg when you can eat a breast?
Because
wait, a leg's not white meat?
They're
boy.
sort of white meat.
Oh boy. No, that's considered like darker meat.
Oh, I like a leg too. I like a mixture.
I like a mixture.
I think it's more of a mixture, right?
Let's get a mixture. Let's get both. You know, you gotta have a leg.
When does
and a wing.
When does KFC
How about a
open?
wing? When does KFC open?
Probably 10.
This is all I'm going to be thinking about now.
I know.
It's eating poorly.
I really do enjoy a good.
Look at that. They just cut it
With some of that gravy and the mashed potatoes.
And we want old school. None of that new shit they're
Nothing
trying.
new. I want old fucking KFC shit.
We're children of
Don't
the
make
80s.
a fucking maniac out of me.
Sam, children of the 80s. We go old school. None of that new crap they've invented.
Original recipe.
That's right. So what happened with Colonel Sanders and your father? Now, what you're about to hear is an alleged story. I think we have to say this.
Sam's. Who's gonna refute it? Colonel Sanders is dead, and it was just him and your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad was probably joking, though. We'll just say that.
But he wasn't joking?
He could have been joking.
Could have been kidding around.
I want to see your dad on the witness stand.
Do you think he was kidding?
No, but he could have been.
No. See, we could just say alleged.
Right. He could have been kidding.
No, that's stupid radio. We keep it real here. This is what your father said happened.
What happened in the men's room with Colonel Sanders?
Go ahead, Sam. You were brave enough to tell us before the mics went live.
Yeah.
What do you mean brave enough? I was telling a story to you guys.
Yeah, but that's boring. Why tell a story if no one's listening?
Right.
You
The
three
tree
were
falls.
listening.
But we're not here to have cute little stories with each other. We want to like broadcast this shit to the masses.
Right.
No?
Yes, that's our jobs.
Well, you don't seem very brave then, because you're not telling the story either.
I'm not telling a story because it's not my story.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I just said blacks like fried chicken. I think I was pretty brave to start the show. Well, but then I defended them, saying, why do they get the bad rap? And no one has answered that question yet, because we all love
Everyone loves fried
chicken.
I love
Period.
fried chicken.
Exactly.
There might be other food groups that not everyone likes, but fried chicken, that's safe to say most people like that.
Fantastical.
Go ahead, Sam.
So what happened? Your dad,
Right.
Colonel Sanders,
Right.
in Australia. Mm-hmm. He's a madman.
Who is?
Your dad.
Yes.
And apparently Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, he's a lunatic.
What did Colonel Sanders say to your dad about Australia?
And just think of how hard you've worked to get here, Sam.
Oh, well, now I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to say
You
it.
said the other day you don't like this place.
I'm not talking about this place. I'm talking about my future in the business.
Well,
What
please.
business?
Exactly. What future?
Future.
What do you think you were a shining star at 22?
Oh, shit. Really? I liked Anthony's response better about the business being involved.
That's true.
Sam's like when you go to AAA ball and you see that guy and you're like, oh, God, I thought he was going to make it to the majors.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
happened? He's still really good at AAA ball, but
I'll tell you something. Of late, I've heard from a couple of people that are not in the business that have discussed Sam and the after show. And said Sam is very good.
Hey!
Of course he's very
People are real. No, but I mean, it's just not like us saying it or other people in the business. It's just like people that just listen casually and are like, Sam's very good with that thing.
I'm all in with Sam. The
I've not
listeners-
heard that.
The listeners love you beat him up.
What are your reviews that you've heard?
I've heard. I'm not saying that they haven't said that, but I've heard.
Meh.
We just love knocking everyone
Yeah.
out, don't we?
Look at this.
It's getting
Come on.
exhausting.
I'm reading. Come on, Anth. No one said that.
See,
Lots of people say
No,
that.
it is kind of the word that Sam does a very good job on the after show. There, I said it.
It's entertaining, and we get to fool around with the people that you do the show with, like E-Rock, which we're going to get to in a
Oh
minute
my
or two.
God! Yes, please.
And the listeners hating me has become grossly exaggerated, by the way.
Has it?
Tell
yes.
Tell the Colonel Sanders
So, all
story.
right. Look at that.
Yeah, and before you do, just in case it's the last thing you ever say on the air, I want to say that I enjoyed doing
I don't
my
think I'm
Joe.
gonna tell it.
I enjoyed doing my Joe Walsh interview with Sam. I could have done that on mine.
yes,
I
yes.
would rather do it with Sam because he's a good interviewer.
Aw.
And he asks good
listened-
questions.
I listened to that lunatic
out
and
of
you
his
guys.
mind.
Joe
Holy
Walsh
shit.
is weird.
He's
huh?
funny. He's great.
Man, Joe Walsh. He did sound a little odd.
Technology.
Yeah.
He looks great, though. He sounds like he sounded way older than he looks.
Then he looked. He looks
Yeah.
good.
He
Yeah,
looked
still
good.
looks like Joe
He
Walsh.
looked exactly the same because I saw him in the bathroom.
But that's because
Yeah.
he looked weird and oldish years ago. His
True.
face is always crinkled like one of them apples that are drying on. You carve a face into it and then dry it on the windowsill.
we're very fortunate here. We go to the bathroom, the urinals are all like lined up, and
Lined
every once
up.
in a while you just peeing next to
Celebrity
a huge
piss.
celebrity.
Celebrity piss time. I love that.
And no one talks because in the end we're all men.
You just never know, though.
And you're like, holy fuck, that's Joe Walsh. He's peeing
Yeah.
right next to me.
Meh, meh.
Anyway, Sam, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead,
Tell the
Sam.
story.
I just got word. KFC opens at 9 a.m.
Nice. That's
Damn it.
perfect for us.
Right now.
I don't think I'm going to tell the story.
Why
Oh,
not?
you have to.
That's probably not a good idea because you guys are terrible judges of when something is a good idea to do on the air or not.
Why are you panicking?
Oh, you've learned so well.
I'm
Why
not
are you panicking?
He is
You are panicking a little.
You're panicking.
Why are you panicking?
He's panicking.
Well, I'm not panicked because I
Stop
haven't said
panicking.
anything. Because
How do you say Jim and I?
Jim and I. Mm-hmm. Why? What does that mean?
Nothing.
Yeah, it means something because you said mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm just saying,
Why?
Say it again.
Jim and I.
oh.
Are you saying that it implies that that Jim and Lady Diana are doing something? The way he says it, Jim and Di,
Jim and I.
Jim and Di.
Oh, Jesus. No, it sounds like fucking Mercury, in between Mercury and Apollo programs.
Gemini.
Oh,
Gemini. Jim and I.
Jim.
Gemini.
Jim and I.
Gemini.
I was getting made fun of by Jess yesterday because she thinks I say
Oh, that
Toronto
dick of
wrong.
yours. Oh, what?
How do you
not
say
the-
Toronto?
Toronto.
I think that's how I say it.
People say Toronto.
That's what she said it is, but I said no. There's a
Toronto.
Toronto.
No one says Toronto.
No one
Oh, yeah,
says
you don't
Toronto.
pronounce that other T,
Yeah, I'm going to
really.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, no one says
Toronto.
It's kind of like that badminton.
Badminton.
Sometimes you just, it's not worth like using all the letters in a word.
Yeah.
You just get to the end of the
Yeah.
word. Can you tell your story, please?
Yeah, so
I don't think
got a lot to
your
do
dad,
today.
he's in Mad Men, an ad man, back in the day. He's in Australia. What year is it? Circa?
It's probably the 70s.
70s when Australia had what was called the white policy. What did they have back then?
They had a white policy. What's that?
White Australia policy. What is that? Look up white Australia policy. And let's learn a little about Australia.
White Australia policy.
All right. Let's
The term White Australia policy comprises various historical policies that intentionally restricted non-white immigration to Australia. From its origin... origins at Federation in 1901, the policies were progressively dismantled between 1949 and 1973.
Oh, and when was your dad there?
It was in the 70s. I don't know the exact
All right. Well, I'm sure it carried over a little. The effects thereof were still going on at the very least. So your dad, Colonel Sanders,
right,
hanging out down under,
right, and
chilling.
And what did Colonel Sanders say?
Broing down.
What were they doing?
They were at probably a dinner or lunch together or something like that.
And Colonel Sanders.
My dad met a lot of weird people.
Colonel Sanders steps up to your pops.
He didn't step up to him and said, "Let me tell you something, Mr. Roberts."
I'll tell you what happened. He grabbed his father. Colonel Sanders grabbed his father's balls and said, "Trust me, I know nothing worthwhile will ever come out of these."
He means you.
And my siblings.
Yes.
I meant more you.
Oh.
It's also coming in. The story is your dad tickled the Colonel's balls with his mustache.
Oh, man.
Listen, Colonel Sanders had just as much odd facial hair as my father did.
That's true. It was a
Good
mutual
point.
tickling.
That's why they felt like they could bond over some racist shit.
Oh, little hint. A little hint
Come on,
about
Sam.
what was said.
Here's what I'll do.
Oh, boy.
I will not give the exact quote, but I will say that apparently Colonel Sanders was in favor of the White Australia policy.
White Australia policy?
And said so with colorful language.
Can we play act it?
You're a politician, man. You're just a politician.
So I
like
can't-
the rest of them.
Maybe
Well, you know
I
what
could
the thing
play the
is?
part of your dad, and you could play the part of Colonel Sanders.
That's a terrible idea.
Maybe this is the day like your career takes off because you show the world you have balls. Now tell the story.
That's not the
Tell
way
the
it works
story.
anymore.
It
Oh,
works
man,
that way.
there is-
Besides, I'm dealing with a room full of one guy who's got comedy to fall back on, and two guys who are sick of all this bullshit anyway.
Oh, man.
Is that what we got
And
to fall
one-
back on?
The person who's 28 years old and trying to come up with something in this godforsaken business.
Some people are now speculating that you look Aboriginal and that perhaps when your dad was down there, he did do some banging with an Aborigines woman,
First
and
of
that's
all,
where you came from.
It was the 70s.
Is that what happened?
And second of all, it doesn't make any sense because then the woman would have to have given birth to me, and that would have been documented.
They messed up a little bit because wasn't your mom down there too?
of course.
Maybe your mom had sex with an Aboriginal
I wasn't
man.
born in the 70s or in Australia.
Maybe she held the jizz for a while.
Just-
Aborigines.
It explains the eyebrows, Sam.
It really does.
Listen, my sister was born before I was, and that was after Australia.
Well, that was like a normal thing they did together.
I say, Mr. Roberts, it's a pleasure to meet you. I enjoy your campaign you have put together for our wonderful chicken company.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The Colonel, right?
Right.
He's like, I like the Colonel from Boogie Nights better. I have more in common. Well, maybe not.
How would you tell the story? Come on.
I just told it.
Mr. Roberts, hello. What a great day it is down here in Australia. We're opening up some new stores down here, and I do like what you've done with the place. I say.
He loved Australia.
He did.
Loved it.
Apparently he did.
Colonel Sanders loved it.
Loved
And
it.
why did he love it?
What is the population?
As per Father Roberts,
Yeah.
why
Well,
did
yeah,
he
see-
love In the words that he allegedly told your dad.
Right.
Why did Colonel Sanders love Australia?
That's another thing. I'm not going to direct quote it and then source it to my father
What
and
happened?
ruin the reputation of all the Roberts family.
Sam, what happened?
Wrecked.
I told
It was
you.
supposed to be a quick story that you told us right before the mics went on.
No.
Yeah.
I told you.
We can't
what
go on
happened.
with the radio show now.
Yeah.
Just say it.
I told you what happened. They had a conversation.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders loved Australia
Why?
because
Did
of...
he say to your father that he loved Australia?
Yes, he was explaining some of his favorite parts of Australia.
And
So he
is
said,
it-
I love Australia.
Right.
And he said, I love it because there are no...
Right. You can fill in the blank.
There are no...
Yeah.
Flying cars?
That's not it.
There are
It-
no flying cars here. That's what Colonel Sanders said.
It had to do with the immigration policy.
All right.
There are no immigrants?
And that's not... Immigrants wasn't the word, though.
Why would he say that?
I believe he used a derogatory term.
Maybe. He could have,
Yeah.
you know...
There are no foreigners.
Yeah.
He said foreigners?
He didn't say foreigners.
Oh, so your father said, why do you like Australia? And he said, because there are no foreigners.
I just said he didn't say
Oh,
foreigners.
he didn't say foreigners?
No.
Because there are no...
Let's put it this way. There's only 6 days in the week.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What?
That's right.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you do. You should totally get that.
6 days.
They only have 6 days. They don't have...
Oh, right.
I'll
Somebody
say
got
this.
Mondays. Yeah. People
don't
got
have
in
Mondays
trouble
down
for
there?
saying
If
Mondays.
What do you mean?
Who
That's
did?
supposedly a racist term.
Mondays?
Who got in trouble for that?
Who?
Who got in trouble for that? Come on, people. Come on, pal talk. Sometimes you got to work too, motherfuckers.
Wait, no
Jeez.
Mondays is a race. What's that mean?
It's a derogatory term for black people.
Is it like a substitution, like Canadians, when they want to say blacks, they say Canadians?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cop at a minor league baseball game said it.
What did he
Okay?
say?
Something about Mondays.
Yeah,
and it's because it got that term because nobody likes Mondays.
this thing says it was the popular comedian Russell Peters, a Canadian of Indian descent, who put Monday on the map
Really?
during a
Wow.
stand-up routine for Def Comedy Jam.
Wait a minute.
Fuck, we should have
Peters-
asked him about this yesterday.
Tells of a Bostonian referring to blacks as Mondays.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't know that was him.
So Colonel Sanders might not have liked Mondays.
I'm going to say this. Colonel Sanders and Anthony would have had a lot to talk about.
Wow, Sam's assuming you're really racist.
Or no,
Firearms?
Colonel Sanders was a
You heard that,
pedophile. Colonel Sanders was a homosexual. Colonel Sanders enjoyed the feeling of another man's foreskin over his genitals.
Wow.
Yeah.
More importantly, we were listening to the after show yesterday on the
What'd
way
you
home.
think?
I like it. I'm not going to play the game like everyone else does. I do like it. And I have noticed, and I think the rest of the guys have noticed, that you get a very different E-Rock.
It's all balls.
You get a very confident E-Rock, like, he notices no one's around.
Right. I
He doesn't
hate
have to watch
after-show
his
E-Rock.
back. He doesn't have to be on guard. He's
Right.
just very
Yeah.
confident in the moment. You ask him something, and he's right there.
Right. He doesn't have to think about his answers. He doesn't have to think about how are these words going to be misconstrued against me.
Right. Do we have a quick example of E-Rock being very confident on the after show? Just to set this up.
So what'd you do in London?
The first time we were there, we started in London and then did
Who's we?
Me and my family.
Oh, Mama Nagel.
We did a tour around the UK, going to different castles and stuff.
Oh, that sounds lame.
No, it was great going through Scotland, Wales.
You love
Ireland.
your tourist locations, don't you?
A castle?
Yeah, if you're in England, I would say castles are tourist locations. Yes, 100%.
It was a great time.
You don't think a castle is a tourist spot in England?
It's an historical landmark.
Right. That's what tourists go to. It's like going to the Statue of Liberty. Right?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Opie and Jim are listening in the car, I guess. Because I just got a text from Opie that says, me and Jim hate confident E-Rock.
Yes.
So it was the back and forth and the natural.
Back and forth, and you could hear all the places where he would just get destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
But he knows that's not going to happen, so he could continue
So he
with
goes
his
like,
thought.
Yeah, he goes like, hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And
hey.
he kind of fights back. He's confident E-Rock.
He's in the moment.
Yeah.
He's very confident with what he's saying, and he's going to argue his point.
Yeah.
You're very confident.
So then I sent that text to Sam. He wrote it. And what we got is E-Rock.
Oh, my
I got it
God.
over here now.
It's one of my favorite, by the way, after-show moments of all time.
Right here?
I laughed so hard.
I was listening.
Is this the setup and what he has to say, hopefully?
Yes, the setup. Too.
Okay, all right.
I was listening, and I was just like looking at my radio saying, what? E-Rock, what?
And I love that we could just text from a car on the way home and just completely destroy his flow.
Yeah, because now he knows you're listening.
I love it.
No.
This is how it went down.
Opie and Jim are listening in the car, I guess, because I just got a text from Opie that says, me and Jim hate confident E-Rock.
Well, then come back here and shut up.
Oh, God.
E-Rock's hiding his head.
Why?
What the fuck was that?
Shut up!
That's all it takes, though? For the wheels to fall off.
You got to put that on the replay.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
You don't think
Opie
that
and
was...
Jim are listening in the car, I guess, because I just got a text from Opie that says, me and Jim hate confident E-Rock.
Well, then come back here and shut up.
Oh, what a comeback.
And then E-Rock admits this shortly after that.
Well, then come back here and shut up.
I don't even know what that means. Come back here and shut up. Why would they come all the way back here just to shut up?
I don't know. See what they do?
You're already losing your confidence.
Oh, yeah? Well, the jerk store called, and they're all out of you.
But he would screw it up. The jerk store called, and they're out of me.
Out of me. Jerk store.
I had sex with my wife. What?
What? Wait a minute.
Sure you did. I hope she enjoyed it.
Well, why don't you come back here and shut up? Oh, boy.
See, how's it going? I thought, though. Come back here and shut up. You're good.
Oh, Chip thinks it was a great comeback.
Yeah, come back here and shut up.
Would you guys have considered having Kenny turn the car around so you could come back and then scan your cards again, get on the elevator, go all the way up, past the security desk, down the hall, into the studio, so you could come in and shut up?
Yeah, exactly.
And just shut up.
I love how he admits that his confidence fell apart, though.
That wasn't what he told me off the air.
Oh.
That he had intended to say something else, but the minute your names came up, his brain got completely flustered, and he said
really
the wrong
is
thing.
like a beaten dog. He just cowers in the corner, shaking.
Well, E-Rock, why would you want us to come back and shut up? I don't understand. I'm not saying it's not a great comeback, but why would we do that?
Yeah.
That is not what I meant.
That's not what I meant.
What'd you mean?
Yeah, what were you trying to say?
I think I was trying to say, why don't you come back here and make me shut up? And after Sam's just sitting there laughing and looking intently into the monitor, knowing that I'm going to fuck up, that I said what you just heard.
Oh, so you meant to say, why don't you come back here and make me shut up? But you said, why don't you come back here and shut up?
Which would show a lot of confidence.
Right.
That would be a ballsy,
That's
confident
like, hey,
thing to say.
Shut up! Is that
Oh,
uncomfortable?
I hate that one.
Did you feel that humiliation again in Young E-Rock?
Oh, my God.
Hey, Sam, you're up for just about anything, right?
Yeah.
I got a great idea that just came in from KDK3. Yes,
Okay.
E-Rock. Would you do a live show from the interns' pool party?
Yeah,
You would?
absolutely.
That would be an easy setup.
Yeah, let's set it up. Let's do a show. We'll do a weekend. I got the time slot on Sunday. If we move the party to Sunday,
Or we just move your time slot.
Yeah.
Time slot for one
I want to
weekend.
do the party Saturday so we can stay out late.
Yeah.
I don't have to get up Monday morning. Oh,
Right.
so, I mean that day, Monday morning.
Yeah. What day is it? Rob is an idiot.
he is a moron, huh?
He fucking, he was all upset about his invitations yesterday.
Well, just so people know, he's the intern that invited us to his little pool party.
Stupid house.
As you described, needy intern.
Needy intern. He brought in these homemade invitations yesterday. They were made like construction paper and crayon and fucking all little cut fringes around the edges and everything. And we looked at them, we talked about them, read them, and then I threw mine in the garbage. Opie ripped his in half and threw it in the garbage, and Jim just left his here on the console.
Of course I did.
And then I get home and I check Twitter, and Rob's got his little tweet, and it says, it's a picture of all the invitations just sitting here, and it says, thanks, guys.
Right.
And I just tweeted back, I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Hang them on the refrigerator?
I
Put a
laughed
little
out
gold
loud
star on them?
when I read your response. What the fuck did you want me to do? Hang it up on the fridge?
Hang it on the fridge?
And count down the days
Yeah,
to the
what
big
fuck?
pool party?
Here's the deal. I know when the date is of the party. I don't have to call to RSVP. I could just look at him and go, yeah, I'll fucking, I'll go.
And I'm sure we'll be talking about it, so we don't need to be reminded.
Yeah. So what was I supposed to do? Take his little invitation home? Stop it.
We should all just go there and shut up.
Oh, man.
Shut up.
One text. He just
Collapses.
He just collapses. Where is he? Taking his shit? Oh,
there he is.
Oh, all right.
He's stirring up some kind of nice beverage for himself.
Oh, what kind of treat do you think he's making?
He's always got to stir it up.
Taking
He's got to add a little something.
healthy water and putting in fun powder?
I've never
He's
seen.
got to stir everything.
I've never seen anyone stir as much as E-Rock when it comes to getting some hydration. What are you drinking right now there, E-Rock?
It's hot black tea with honey.
Aw.
Why, honey? You have a sore throat?
No, I've been.
A little
tried
brandy.
something new.
Knock it right out. Huh?
No sugar.
Oh, okay. Well, the honey has sugar.
Natural sugar, not like
Well, natural
cancer sugar.
Yeah, natural
fattening.
sugar is kind of bad too.
Oh, boy.
Do people
How
understand
much
that?
honey do you need? How much treat do you need?
He loves
It's not a
sweets.
It's a cup
Everything
of honey
has a
with
little
bit of tea.
treat.
Yeah.
Everything has a little
Everything
treat.
has to be a treat.
Sam is right. What it is, it's a fucking jar of honey with a little tea dumped on it. I was watching Bees shows last night. I fucking love honey, man.
It's called royal jelly.
I hate honey.
Oh, God.
Do you
for the
really?
Royal
Honey's
Nagels.
overrated.
Did you ever eat honey? Like I got some
semen.
out of our supermarket.
Right.
That had it was like crispy on top, like
I'll try it.
really fucking
That's
real
raw honey.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
Is raw honey good? Because I don't
Holy
like
shit,
honey in
yeah.
It's
general.
good, but you can't have too much of it because you'll get sick.
When do you get sick?
Because it's raw. It's not fully processed.
I don't get sick from it. It's delicious.
What's he talking about?
E-Rock eats a lot
And
of
how
honey.
much is so
a lot
much?
of honey.
How much is so much honey that you would get sick? You wouldn't. No human
Yeah.
would eat that much
What,
honey.
you scoop it out of the hive with your bare hand?
Like a little bear.
Shut up!
How do you get sick from honey?
I don't eat enough to get sick. I'll have like one scoop with a little low fat. I take a scoop, I scoop out the honey,
I don't like honey.
and I dip it in fucking I chew it with low fat ice cream. It's lovely.
What? Really? You mix honey and ice cream?
Oh my dude, it's fucking
I'll have to try
phenomenal.
that. I'm not against it. I guess I gotta
rules.
try it.
So but it's the top is crispy, like you're scraping the raw honey. I love that.
Yeah.
The bees work. Sometimes they sell it with the fucking bee cone in there.
Yeah, with the honeycomb in it.
I like a real fresh bee.
Do you eat the honeycomb?
Yeah, of course he does.
Well, he used to go to the honeycomb hideout.
Oh yes.
Remember come to the honeycomb hideout?
I'm distracted because we were going to talk about this, and now it's on TV. The weightlifter. Holy! How did he not break his neck?
Yeah, that looks like a neck snapper.
I think everyone has seen this video by now, right?
None of that, but the bar brushes against his ball bag.
How many pounds was that?
He's okay.
400 and.
I got to be 10, 20 pounds.
Oh, I would have thought heavier.
And I think he won the gold medal anyway.
For
No
what?
way.
He gets it over his head. I think it was a clean lift, and then
being an oaf.
and then he collapses, and the bar hits him in the back of the neck. And
Being
in
an
the end,
oaf.
he's fine. Wow.
Yeah.
How many pounds was that? And did he win the gold? I think so.
Pounds, baby.
I guess it doesn't matter that much, but
And then there's a funny clip of Allie Reisman. I guess she won the gold for the floor routine last night, and
Right.
her parents are in the audience, of course.
she
and
those are the wacky parents that look like they were on the roller coaster.
Yeah,
that video
yeah.
we've all seen. Okay.
Yep. So she wins the gold. They stand up, and the father's like, yeah. And there's a guy sitting behind him. You see him sitting there, and he goes, sit down. Like he's pissed that he can't see.
If you're cheering on your own kid at the Olympics,
And she just
that
won
whole
a
sit down
gold.
thing doesn't work.
No.
Any other time, the sit down asshole,
Right.
it's not about you works. But if it's the parents of the person that is performing for a gold medal,
Yeah, I
guess
think
what?
it's okay.
It's fine.
I think you can fucking...
Yeah, they showed a longer video where the guy's getting really pissed because he's standing the entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that? The parents?
Those
Yeah,
are
those
the
are
parents.
the parents.
The guy behind the father with the white shirt there
You know,
is...
Watch how annoyed he gets.
well, what are you going to play the whole routine, Sam?
I don't know where the audience.
Yeah.
Well, this just starts. I think it's after she, wins or something.
she won gold, huh?
She won the gold.
On the floor?
Yes, on the floor exercise.
I hear it's the first time an American has won. The floor.
Really?
The floor
Is that what
exercise, yeah. First time ever.
I still liked that Aaliyah, that Russian girl. She always looks like she's going to cry.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a hug after a good performance.
Sam is completely guessing this is the part of the video.
No, this is their final humbling move.
Wow.
That was a good one.
That was good, right?
Pretty amazing. Yeah. And she's very happy with herself.
And she did the Vogue like Bill Burr said.
Oh, and then look at the Now the guy behind him, he's the Mr. Fuddy Duddy.
He's so annoyed.
There's the father, so proud, his daughter just turning in a gold medal winning performance. And this old fucking codger doesn't want to see the back of Dad.
Well, by the way, they have a mic. Can you back up a little? Did you hear what the father said? The mic by him kind of caught it when he jumped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
When after his daughter did the gold medal thing. Let me see. Play it again. Look what fell out of my cock! Look what my cock did!
Fell out.
You got to be proud of your sperm at that point, right?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
He's just pointing. You guys can't see it, but he has his hands over his head, and he just keeps pointing at his wife's pussy, thumbs upping it.
Jesus!
I got gold medal sperm.
Yeah.
You know how horrible it's got to be for a dad to watch this when his daughter's maybe like a fucking stripper or just some porn chick, and he's like, God, imagine what that's like to sit there and watch your daughter win a gold medal in the Olympics, and he just knows he's seen like his daughter in interracial porno or something.
Well, but then again, you could say that maybe this dad at the Olympics watches the other dad and goes, how great it must be to be allowed to jerk off to your daughter. I have no excuse. I still depends on how you look at it.
I guess.
Shut up.
The grass is always greener.
Is there more of the guy behind the father?
A little.
Little bit. Look, he's
shaking his head. He's all pissed. He's shaking his head.
It's the father of the broad, though, man.
I know.
You got to kind of let that
You
happen.
kind of got to let
And
it
you got to watch the coach molest your daughter.
Yeah.
Gives her a big
That's
hug.
another one. Gives her a nice big hug and kisses.
Opens the butt crack.
Kisses.
You saw the dive, right? That
Yeah.
video they're trying to get rid of. It's, it pops up here and there, and then NBC or the Olympics, whoever the fuck is.
German diver.
Why?
Because they're trying to control every clip out there.
But why? Like, it happened. The guy fell, not fell. His dive went a little wrong, and he landed, like, flat on his back or some
It's
shit.
a great video.
Yeah.
I think they just want it on their sites, whatever, so any other site trying to post it, they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
It's the diver that landed on his back. Did
Yeah,
you see this,
he
Jimmy?
tries.
You see this one, Jimmy?
No, I have not. Actually.
Worst dive ever, they're saying. The worst
Ever
dive
in the Olympics?
Worst dive ever in the Olympics.
That's amazing that people haven't done that in the past. The timing to spin like that and then straighten out and hit the water hands first. And
that's what's pretty amazing about the whole sport.
I've seen some bad dives where the legs are a little bent or they go in at a weird angle, but this guy just completely flopped it.
Just get on with it. 4, 3.5.
And what's this?
Oh, here you go, the first calamity. Oh my goodness,
That's laughing.
Sorry about that.
How humiliating.
Oh, my God.
You think he's embarrassed?
He did a backward belly flop.
He landed flat on his back.
Holy
Do you
fuck,
think
that had to hurt.
And it looked great up until then.
He's obviously an Olympic diver, so he probably knows how to not do that. You think he just did like a high jump? He did a 30-foot diving board dive off a 20-foot board?
Or I'm suspicious that maybe he knew he wasn't going to win a medal and decided this is my way of making a mark.
By the way, he ought to been judged on just the fact that he could jump on the diving board like that. Imagine, they're right at the edge of that diving board. They launch themselves up off of it and have to land back on.
Do they all do it twice?
Not all of them. Some of them just go right to the edge with their toes and jump off. But look at this. He's up and you know what it's like to hit that again?
I would probably pay.
Ow. Let's hear the announcers. I want to hear what the...
Calamity.
Oh, here you go, the first...
Aye, night.
Oh, here you go, the first calamity. Oh my goodness, it's silent in here. Sorry about that. I think he's okay. I can talk you through it. What happened? He landed on the end of the diving board and his foot completely slipped off the side. He probably lost a toenail or two there.
Ow.
And therefore, look at this, slips off the side of the board.
He
doesn't
did.
get in his pipe shape, only has hold of one leg. It looked a bit like the Isle of Man and then absolutely smacks himself like he'd just been slammed in wrestling. And that is a failed dive.
Yeah.
Zeros across the board. Stefan Fecht is out of it.
Oh, I didn't know he slipped off the board.
Yeah.
I think the American did that too. He slipped off the side of the board and
he just
wound up doing a.
You saw that?
Oh yeah, he went over
a very
kind of
basic
backwards
dive, like
basic
fuck.
dive. He's like, shit. There's my Olympic moment.
That was 4 years down the drain.
Yeah.
Imagine the pressure you got to feel in these events.
4 years.
I mean, a lot of these athletes know they're not going to medal. To them, they're so happy they're just Olympians.
Yeah.
But the ones that know, I got a chance at this.
Yeah.
The pressure and the stress you got to feel during your event.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Any other highlights? I really like watching the women's beach volleyball.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
For the obvious, I mean, the bikinis are tiny, but it's just a cool sport to watch. It's way better than, I don't know, though.
It's just 2-on-2 is
I'm
pretty
starting
cool.
to get into the indoor volleyball, though, too.
A lot of face fucking smashes on the indoor.
Holy shit,
They go up to
yeah.
spike, and it's like they just throw their body in front of it.
Right.
Yeah, I like the 2-on-2, though. That's pretty fucking... It's amazing that they even get to that ball sometimes.
Right.
And keep the volley going. And
you kind of get into it. That's one sport
nice.
I like watching.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A lot of these Olympic sports, like I don't want to watch field hockey. The water polo is fun for a little while because you don't see it usually.
Yeah, some of them are good for a little while like that. Even the diving is pretty cool, like just a little bit of it. Things like that rowing, go fuck yourself. I can't watch anything like that.
I don't like these sports where after a while you feel like they're all doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. I don't
and you
like the
have
track
to be
and field either.
you have to be a judge to go, well, no, that one wasn't as exact as the other guy because his leg was slightly off. You know what I mean? Like with beach volleyball, it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
You're seeing some really cool plays.
Oh, the track I don't like, the running. But I like kind of the pole vaulting's pretty cool. Some of the other shit that they do.
You don't like the sprints?
No, it's just, all right, you're running. It's really, there's no real oomph to that. I don't know.
Well, Usain Bolt is making it pretty.
Yeah, but it's just, all
fun.
right, look at him run fast. There's no, there's nothing there that's going to really kind of happen.
Are you a big fan of the marathon?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Yikes. No, and then of course, the women's gymnastics. I watch that one.
Can we see beach volleyball today? I'm not going to wait for Bob Costas tonight. We got 2 American teams playing for the gold in women's beach volleyball.
Yeah.
I want to see it live today. How do I do that? Do I go to the internet?
Yeah.
Are they going to have it on TV on one of those weird channels? Where are we at? And at what time?
If you go to NBCOlympics.com, they have all the events live streaming.
Live streaming. So when is the beach volleyball gold medal match? Because they're what? How many hours are they ahead? 6?
18 hours ahead.
18 hours ahead.
6 hour difference.
18 hours ahead. Fuck. So they're like into
It's
Thursday
actually
already?
3 days ahead, yeah.
3 days.
You
Fuck,
should
man.
go
Olympics
there.
are
and-
over, I guess.
You should come back here and have crumpets.
Oh.
2 p.m. our time.
2 p.m. our time. I can
But
watch
if
it
we're
online.
all here,
Yeah.
isn't it our time?
Nice.
I wish Spicoli had told that guy to get in here and shut up.
Oh,
wish who?
man.
Spicoli.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. Mr. Han, why don't you come back here and shut up?
Shut.
Well, Mr. Spicoli,
That doesn't make any sense.
doesn't make any sense.
Any other Olympic shit? We've done a pretty good job with it, I think.
Come back here and shut up. I'll leave your words up here, Iraq, for everyone to see.
All right.
Iraq. Oh,
I'm going to tell him to come back here and shut up.
Iraq, were you secretly hoping we weren't going to come back and shut up?
Oh, yeah, Iraq? Well, I'm no band leader.
Like he's shaking his head.
Iraq.
And a man in my position cannot afford to come back and shut up.
And before the end of the decade, I want to go to the moon and come back here and shut up and do those other things.
Mr. Gorbachev, come back here.
Mr. Gorbachev, come back here and shut up. Iraq! Ah, shit. Oh, is that great?
You like that moment, huh, Sam?
That was my favorite.
Nice.
He
It
knew.
was so good.
As soon as I started laughing as hard as I did, he knew he was in trouble
It
today.
was just a dumb text, too. How does he fall apart over a dumb text?
He fell completely apart.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need you to come back here, Batman, and shut up.
Oh, man.
Wow, big.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking,
That was scary.
That's a little harsh.
Whoa.
Can we finally talk about how that movie was just average, by the way?
It was just average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did from the beginning, right? It was all right.
Yeah. That looked pretty cool.
After Heath Ledger, it's tough to compete with that, right?
Yeah.
They were going to keep talking. Karen, I told you to come back here and shut up. That confidence is all we had, Karen.
Why don't you come back here, shut up, and get your fucking shine box?
Ruined my fucking after-show appearance.
Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous.
How are you? Feeling brave? Come back here and shut up.
Where's the confident E-Rock?
Where is he?
Where's he? He should be jumping in and defending himself a little bit here.
Where's confident E-Rock?
I told you a long time ago not to come back here and shut up, you fucking little monkey. You expect me to believe Omar shut up because Sosa said so?
It's the worst. It's the worst comeback ever.
I don't think there's ever been a worse comeback.
No, it's terrible.
Well, it just doesn't make sense.
Wait, are you guys talking about are you talking about this or
Opie and Jim are listening in the car, I guess, because I just got a text from Opie that says me and Jim hate confident E-Rock.
Well, then come back here and shut up.
Oh, well, then come back here and shut up.
And there was the pause as if like, oh, I'm going to think of a good comeback.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
And that's what followed.
Fucking virus shot
Here
out.
it comes.
Hey guys, come back here and shut up.
Oh. E-Rock.
Ugh.
Did you know right after you said it, you had made a mistake?
Yes.
He takes
God.
so long to say
Because he's got no confidence.
because he was thinking maybe I got something right there.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Plaza 27. Read my lips. Come back here and shut up.
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Oh, man.
So, any other Olympic shit, Ant? I almost texted you last night because the Americans were playing the Chinese in the beach volleyball, and once again, not much going on with the hair.
No, the Chinese just have the regular hairstyle.
Although the Chinese broads definitely hotter than our American broads on the beach volleyball.
Their asses, really? Chinese not known for their great asses.
Well, our problem with our American beach volleyball players, they have fried eggs for boobies.
Yeah.
They have horrible boobs.
Terrible.
And Misty, you think's hot because of her name, but she's got a big mole and it's very distracting.
Oh boy!
And her butt does what you used to do with the
it's
the
kind
squishy
of
sides.
Started squishing out to the sides a little.
Yeah,
They call that secretary spread. What an awful thing!
She's got a bit of the secretary
spread.
But the Chinese women last night, not bad.
Yeah,
I would love to know how tall they were. That's all I wanted to know.
they got to be tall, right?
They have to if they're playing beach volleyball, but isn't that a rarity for the most part?
Probably is, but God only knows what they could do over there in China.
Yeah,
probably fly around in their fucking frontier land.
But I hope they
tall girls. Oh man, yeah.
I hope they win the gold.
Wow, look! I was looking at that Chinese.
Is that the ones that were playing?
It's 2008.
Oh, okay.
Jesus!
You're 4 years behind.
Oh my God! They had a girl fall right at the end of her floor routine. One of the gymnasts last night. I guess she was from the Ukraine or something. I don't know. But she fell right on her ass on the last fucking thing she had to do. Right. And it looked like she was gearing up to maybe get some kind of medal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then USA pulled it off. USA.
The good old USA.
Yeah. And then some older broad, too. Some 24-year-old wound up getting the bronze.
Okay.
And she did pretty good. She was wearing like they gussied her up in a little more sexy of an outfit, and her dance was a little sexier and seductive as opposed to the littler girls that they put in those little fucking tighty things.
They were trying to get the judges to look at the sex appeal.
Yeah,
huh?
I guess if you look a little older and have a more mature body, they sex them up a little bit. I noticed.
Of course.
Oh, I noticed.
Of course you did.
Yeah. I noticed those things.
We're waiting through a commercial so you can see the Chinese broads.
Shi, 23 and 27. Got off to a bad start, but they seem to be coming on a little, Kevin Wong.
The number 2 seed in the Olympics.
Now they're up against one of the scrappiest teams in the tournament.
Scrappy.
The Schweiger sisters. Doris, Stephanie.
The Schweiger sisters.
China.
Hey, I was with the Schweiger sisters last night. Whoa, Cunningham.
Nobody up. Schwei with a dig. Doris digs back.
See, now we're just
Watch
watching.
the cut shot here. No, she pounds it.
Damn, how do they get
And
that?
Zhang
Look at
is
that
there.
shit. That should have just been a fucking...
You don't like it, Jimmy?
Stephanie.
Stinks.
You don't like beach volleyball.
Stinks.
You don't like watching.
Not as an
any-
Olympic sport. No.
What Olympic sports do you like watching?
Almost
Any of them?
zero.
Why?
Boxing. It just bores me. Who gives a fuck about beach volleyball? Like, I guess boxing. I like the gymnastics I get, diving I get,
But do you
track and
watch 'em?
field.
Not really, huh?
No. If it's on, I can see why people are interested, but it just does nothing for me. Beach volleyball?
Yeah, look at this.
Ugh.
They got little bikinis on.
I get that.
They got
but
the music cranking. It's all just fun.
it's just
It's a little.
Thanks.
There's a bit of rock and roll involved.
international pride in this nonsense.
You don't like
No. Send tanks.
I don't take it seriously, but it's fun to
Those
check
girls
out
are
every
very
4
cute.
years. Although I think I like the Winter Olympics better.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know why? There's a lot more speed-oriented sports.
Right.
It's a lot more dangerous. I think that's why that Winter Olympic thing is a little more cool.
Well, I love the hockey, obviously. Big fan of the hockey.
Yeah, well.
Did you see that? The one sport I don't understand is the bike thing. Did you see the indoor bike thing?
No.
Where maybe someone could explain this. Where the race starts and they play like a game of cat and mouse.
Oh, they go really slow,
for
right?
half the fucking race, and then all of a sudden someone decides to take off. What's that all about? Why wouldn't you just take off?
Just lap everybody a few times. And
No, it's a
get a
two
good lead.
It's only 2 participants.
Oh, okay.
And they do a cat and mouse. The race starts and they go really slow where they're almost not even moving forward. And there's something about you don't want to be in the lead. I don't get it. Could you find that really fast?
Do they
You've seen
draft or
this.
something? They get behind the
I
person?
don't know what it's about.
Ah, interesting.
You know, and it's an angled track or whatever, oval.
Yeah, banked.
Thank you, banked track all the way around. And there's some weird strategy where you play this weird cat and mouse game, and then finally someone takes off, and then the race is on. I don't understand the logic in that.
How many people have died in the Summer Olympics?
Compared to the winter?
Without it being like a physical thing, like, dropping dead of a fucking stroke or something.
From the event, you mean?
From the event.
Oh,
as
God,
opposed to the winter where people have, crashed in those
Yeah, you
luges
can't
and
compare the two.
bobsleds and skiing accidents and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's why. There's more an element of danger
Yeah,
there
you can't
in the
even
Winter
compare the
Olympics.
two, I don't think.
Really gets you kind of like, oh, man.
I'd be
When they go off those big ski jumps, you're just waiting for that agony of defeat fucking roll.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
Is this it?
Is this for the gold medal?
Pendleton.
This is, yeah.
Remember, Australia without a gold
Yeah,
medal
just-
at these championships.
Try to use some logic here, Ann, and tell me why they do this.
All right.
Brits blew them out of the water.
It's a wooden
when
banked
Anna Meares was the only
indoor
medalist for
track.
Australia on the track or the road.
You can move forward a little bit.
Behind her opponent here. And just reminding you, Pendleton, can she refocus, put that out of her mind and
Watch.
level.
Race starts. They go really slow, Ann. Look.
Yeah, look at that. It's fucking...
Really slow.
Well,
I think they got to go around only twice.
And they're way down on the track. They're in
Way
that little blue zone.
And they're just looking at each other.
Physical.
Please,
This
someone
is so
explain this
silly,
to me.
just watching two people.
They're going really slow. And then they go up the bank.
All right.
Was she intimidated by the strength and power of Meares?
That looks
Wouldn't think
fun,
so.
that track. I would love to just fucking...
Strange old thing, an Olympic
And the
final.
one will go on a crazy zigzag to stop the other from passing, or?
Yeah, look. And then they're at the top of the bank, and they're barely pedaling now. They're almost standing still. What is this?
For the Brit at the moment.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know why they're doing
They're
this.
stopped. They're literally just stopping.
Right.
Here, so
And then
a move that was inevitable. She was going to stay there for too long. So Pendleton rolls to the front.
Now they kind of go back around.
They're not going
again.
full speed yet.
No.
Now the Australian just managing the situation.
And now they go back up the bank and they slow down again.
Plans.
All right, they're going around.
Good tactics here by Mears.
To the turn.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
He's under pressure.
Now they're
down
kind
one
of going fast.
in the right off for gold.
And now
The
they're
great
going.
rival,
Now they're
Mears from
racing.
second wheel. Pendleton leads. Mears tries to jump her down the back straight.
Now they're
and she's
fucking
got her on
pedaling
the
as fast as
outside.
they can.
Anna Mears goes to the lead.
That's pretty cool.
Pendleton, I think, is a spent force. It's Anna Mears' goal, Rick. It's Anna Mears winning goal.
What is that?
I don't know what the fuck that's about.
But it does seem to be an advantage to being second. Like
why?
You get that passing thing going on. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Because you could because when you're second, you can see the whole field, as opposed to when you're barely first, you can't see what's going on behind you. I don't know.
This guy is saying a draft, but they're not outside. So how much of a draft could he get biking indoors?
Wait. Is this? Come on. This can't be true.
What are they saying?
What?
In the history of modern Olympics, only one person has died during an event in the winter, and there have been 5 sport-related deaths in the Summer Olympics.
I don't know if that's possible.
I don't believe you.
With the luge and the bobsled?
Show your work!
The skiing?
Oh, no.
The downhill? All that crap?
Come
I don't know.
Come on. You're lying.
Let me say hi to Greg in New Hampshire. Greg?
Hey, good morning, boys. That track shit is pretty freaking awesome. By the time they hit the line, they're going almost 50 miles an hour.
Jesus.
Oh, a big part of that is they actually do try to draft a little bit, and the element of surprise when they come down off of the bank turn. It's just an awesome race to watch. I love watching the track shit on.
But I don't. I know you just tried to explain it. I still don't understand.
Why not just go fast?
Yeah, because I mean the race is only what, 2 laps?
No, it's 3 laps. I think.
3 laps, but the first lap and a half, they're just playing this cat and mouse thing.
Right, again, they're just trying to get that one guy up front, and then the element of surprise and any kind of draft at all that they can come off. If they can get any kind of gap in that surprise coming down off of that bank turn, it's over. They just need like 2 bike lengths, and then boom, they're done.
I don't get it.
So they go 3 laps. So for the first couple of laps, you just want to really conserve your energy as much as possible.
So why don't
you don't want the guy getting too far ahead of you.
Right, and they come to those full track stands when they're just standing on the bike right there. They don't want to be the first guy around on that bell lap. They want to come off of the wall fast. Any kind of draft that they can get, any kind of element of surprise. They just need like 2 bike lengths.
What's a draft?
You know what a draft is, Jimmy. It's
I mean, do you really mean like a wind draft?
Oh, hell yeah. They're
that's
going
silly.
almost 50 miles an hour, Jimmy, by the time they finish that thing. You can't even believe what kind of draft you can get off of
Yeah, the draft thing is real. When I used to do a lot of road races, I used to be a runner. I used to run almost every weekend in these 10Ks and stuff. When you get behind someone and let them take the wind in the air and all that shit, yeah, it's a big advantage.
Oh, they're blocking the wind for you.
They're blocking
I see.
everything. You're almost in like a vacuum.
You can save like 30% of your energy riding behind the other guy like that, Jimmy. It's amazing.
Oh,
Even
okay.
indoors, though?
Oh, yeah, big time. I mean, Jimmy, they're going like 40 or 50 miles an hour by the time they hit that line.
Now,
So they should put fans on both of them, on the bikes.
This day is no different than any other day. Now a guy's saying there's no draft. It's a slingshot effect.
No, that's bullshit.
I understand conserving the energy.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't they make it then 1 lap? Like, okay, ready, set, go.
Yeah.
Start pedaling.
Go full bore.
I kind of like
1
it because
lap.
it's different. But hold on a second. We're going to put Joe on the line with you. Joe, you're on with Greg in New Hampshire.
Greg?
Joe.
Greg, how could there be a draft if they're going like 5 miles an hour behind each other and for a lap and a half
It's the
they're going at
last
full
lap,
speed?
you stupid fuck. It's the last lap when they're going 30, 40, 50 miles an hour.
They're not trying to get behind each other the whole fucking time. They're trying to pass each other. There's no draft for the pass. When you go up the bank and you come down, it's a slingshot effect. If you know anything about cycling, you would fucking know.
If I know anything about cycling, I ride a bike every fucking day, you stupid ass clown.
What baseball cards you got in the spokes?
E-Rock, you want to help this guy out?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're not going to get the answer now again.
No, this happens every time we
I mean,
talk
if there's a
about anything.
slingshot effect, then why wouldn't you just slingshot effect on your own?
Right.
Why do you need the other guy?
Because you can see the guy can see behind you make his move, and then he could try and get in front of you, which is why they go up and down,
Right.
to prevent that from happening.
But why don't you just make your move?
Well, that's why I'm not an Olympian.
Yeah.
No
It's confusing
shit.
to me. Thanks, guys.
Good show, boys. Keep beating on the E-Rock. Thank you.
All right, Joe in Jersey and Greg in New Hampshire. Thank you, Greg.
You want the truth? You come back here and shut up. Off Twitter.
Poor E-Rock.
A lot of people saying they save their energy for the end.
Yeah.
So I guess they know, all right, the first lap and a half, we're just going to fuck around.
Yeah.
And then it's go time.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Oh, well.
Kind of cool,
deaths
though,
at
right?
Summer Olympic Games, 2 deaths at Winter Olympic Games, only while training or warming up. Right. Didn't some guy in a fucking bobsled or something...
The last Olympics,
the
we
last
lost one.
Olympics, somebody died.
We definitely lost one.
During a training run.
Oh, that was a training run?
Yep.
And how do you die in the Summer Olympics?
In 1912,
oh boy,
a runner collapsed from sunstroke and heart trouble at the 29-kilometer mark.
But that's
of
not
the
what
marathon.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about he trips over a fucking hurdle and smashes his face.
Well, in 1960, Danish cyclist, I'm not going to try with that name, collapsed during the 100-kilometer team trial, fatally fracturing his skull.
All right, that's it.
Mark Jensen. You dummy.
I'm not a dummy.
Oh, he was on amphetamines, which decreased his blood pressure. See, no.
These are not deaths due to the
That's
events.
not fucking the event.
He fractured his skull.
He means like the volleyball getting smashed into her face and it killing them.
Right. Something like that. The girl's on the fucking balance beam and she falls and her chin hits the balance beam and she snaps her neck.
Yeah, why haven't they snapped their necks in gymnastics?
I don't know.
Yet?
That's crazy.
Yeah, some of those moves, obviously, pretty wild.
So I'm saying there have been 30 Winter Olympic deaths.
Wow, really?
And none. There actually have been more lives made at the Summer Olympics.
Damn.
Yes.
All right.
That's
my here first
thing. Ooh, Tabasco sauce.
Let's eat, man.
Yeah.
Chris Rock's coming in today.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
We're going to eat, then we'll be back to shut up.
Oh.
Somebody Twittered something. I left Dayton, Ohio. A dream to come back here and shut up.
And shut up. E-Rock, that was a dumb back. See, it's a dumb comeback. Whoa.
I understand. That was pretty good.
Thank you, Chip.
Come back here and shut up. Why don't you go there and shut up, motherfucker?
Well, then come back here and shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.